All right, so Leon, hey, thank you so much for you know agreeing to do this interview. This is my very first
Yeah, no
time.
problem.
This is my very first time doing anything in VR, and yeah, like you're going to be my first guest and musical guest as well. So, maybe could you tell us a little bit about yourself? How you got into the fandom, how you got into VR and music. I guess pretty much whatever you're comfortable sharing.
Okay, yeah. So I guess there's a lot in that one question.
Yeah,
You want to start with how I got into the fandom first?
yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So growing up, I basically I was a fan of like the old cartoons and stuff. Like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and kind of all the like Powerpuff Girls and stuff like that, which led me into a series of My Little Pony. And I was that guy. I was like a brony back in the day,
Okay,
and
gotcha.
I saw this online thing saying bronies are just diet furries. I'm like, what in the heck is a diet furry? What the heck is a furry? And then I looked it up on the internet, and I'm sure you know what I found on the internet, and I'm like, this is actually disgusting. Like I hated furries for a long time, and I didn't understand because you got to get past that initial, like the internet that hits you in the face with furries.
Hmm.
And well, the TV show of My Little Pony ended up ending, and I was like, okay, well, there's nothing really much for me to do, and I was a big part of that fandom, and I was like, dang, because I enjoyed the artwork, I enjoyed the music, I enjoyed the basic all creativity within that community, and didn't understand that the furry community actually had the same amount of insane amount of creativity, and even more so. With building fursuits and doing stickers and hosting huge conventions and hosting huge music events, and also what the like MLP fandom didn't do, what the furry community does do is huge donations, like just to help each other out. I mean, for example, the furry community donated a lot of money to Hawaii and the fire over there. I've seen people donate money to people that were fursuiters and their entire studio burnt down, and
Hmm.
this like we're all here just to help each other out. We all kind of like the same stuff, and we're a pretty friendly crowd. So I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna make a fursona for the first time ever, and like big thing that leads me into wanting to get into VR chat too. That was the second part of your question, and I wanted to be in VR chat because I kept seeing videos of furries in VR chat for like 4 years straight, and it was really cool. I was like, man, people are like making music, people are dancing around. They're their personas, and I don't have to go out of my way and spend $4,000, $6,000 on a fursuit. Back then they're a lot cheaper. Yeah, I probably could got it for 1,500, but
Yeah.
now they're almost impossible to acquire. And I was like, man, I really want to be my persona without spending a hefty price tag. So, um, one year for Christmas, my mom she ended up getting my brother's like guns and new tires for the truck or a hunting pass, and she was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I want VR.
Oh,
Please
nice.
do." I want VR so bad. And
Yeah.
so she gave me the money to get my VR headset, and I rigged it up, and I just started diving into it. And I just started creating these like odd little videos, and um, if you scroll far down enough on my YouTube page when I started, they're kind of cringe, but they're fun. Good memories, huh?
No, that's awesome. I mean, and that's a very good point. I mean, with VR, like this I got for free, and free is way better than me spending $4,000 just for a head and some paws. Um, but yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool story. And I guess, do you still consider yourself part of the My Little Ponies fandom, or um, I guess anything
Oh,
like that?
no way.
No.
No,
Okay.
once that community ended, it just ended, and now I look back at it and I'm like, nah, that was a cringe part of my life.
Gotcha. And
um,
and I mean, you're on YouTube. I guess, do you have any other social media that you kind of participate in?
oh yes, So my YouTube, and then I have TikTok. I just passed 3,000 followers on there. Then I have Instagram. I messed around with Blue Sky, but it's really the main three. It's the YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok are my primary locations to post. And I tend to post to TikTok first because it drives a lot of traffic to my YouTube page.
Mm-hmm. All right, and talk to us a little bit about your music. How did you get started in music? What instruments do you play? Can you talk to us about that a little bit?
Oh, 100% yes. So my dad was a drummer, right? And back in the day, I liked to play Guitar Hero with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, okay, I was super straight back then, and I'm like, man, what's the instrument that can get me all the girls? I'm like, guitar, hell yeah! But you know what that did? That got me a cat, and I'm still single.
Yeah.
uh, and so yeah, so my dad and I got my first guitar, and then I started playing with him at church services, and started getting into the soundboard there. My dad ended up owning a PA system, and I was messing around with the Yamaha, the old Yamaha console,
Mm-hmm.
which like I was a really good artist and musician back in the day, and I was like, which one do I want to do, but which one makes more sense? But I knew like trying to become an artist is like almost impossible. You're kidding yourself if you're like, unless you're really stupid good, like you're not really gonna become an artist that a lot of people know.
Yeah.
Um, like I consider myself good. I had other people tell me that I'm good enough. I'm not good enough to like really get to that level. That goes down a rabbit hole that's like honestly. People choose who becomes famous in the U.S. and I believe in that strongly. You could be a horrible artist, but if you know the right people, it's all about knowing people in the music industry. And trust me when I say this, because I'm an audio engineer outside of VR chat, and I've put on some pretty big events and shows, and some of those artists are just like, how are you in the position you're in? Like I can play better than you.
Yeah.
But it's really just about knowing people and broadening your connections. That's what's really about getting into music. So sorry, your question was like how to start playing guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's basically it. Was because I wanted to play with my dad at a church service, and I did that with him for a while. I made my own album and stuff. I posted it on Spotify. I made a old YouTube page channel. For it, and like it didn't really get that much attention, and it was an on and off thing for many years. And I think I've been playing guitar for about 13 years, but I've only written. I'm working on my third album right now.
Damn. That's impressive considering. Well, I don't play like any instruments whatsoever, but I admire a lot of people who do. Just anybody who can pick up an instrument and like record an album. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I think I got it from my dad because he's very musically inclined and he plays by ear. And like, if you tell me like what's the pentatonic or what chord is this, like I can't read music. I literally figure it out just by listening to a song and then just like listening to where I put my hands on the guitar and finding the chord. And I'm like,
Hmm.
I don't know what key I am. I don't know what chord I'm playing. Sounds cool. So screw it. I'm gonna write a song to it.
Yeah, that's you're not the first artist I've heard that from too. Like I know a lot of people who were self-taught guitarists or drummers. I mean, they just picked up an instrument and just started fooling around, and all of a sudden they can play. So that's like you want to talk about like another form of intelligence. Like that's it right there. Um, so yeah,
Oh, thanks.
it's very cool to watch those kind of people in action, and just and watch them process those sounds, and all of a sudden, like just yesterday when I was talking to you for the first time and I asked you to do the
Yeah.
Bulls on Parade riff, like in a matter of seconds you were there, you played a few chords, then all of a sudden like you figured it out, and like it was dead on. So that's it's awesome to see. It's a crazy skill to have. But before we talk for too long, I guess what song would you like to play for us first?
Oh man, I guess I would play one of my original songs. It's called Second Life. No, it's called First Life. I'm sorry. It's called First Life. So this song has a little bit of a backstory to it. So as I'm pulling it up, I'll kind of explain it.
Okay.
So one of my buddies ended up passing away from a drug overdose. And this song is dedicated to him on my last album I released. Fallen Trees is the album name. That's on my old YouTube channel, which I don't mind giving out. Like Simple Stride, it's my old page. You'll end up seeing who I actually am. But like that album means the world to me, and this is one of those songs, and this has been my like warm-up song that I've played for quite some time.
Okay, awesome.
Alright, here we go. But I can play this without dropping anything.
Okay.
This ain't my first time. This ain't my first. This ain't my first. Oh, don't ain't my first. My life, maybe you're here to help me realize sky sees blue all day on the side of my eyes. But when I'm living, let me speak my mind. Let me speak my mind. Hanging out with my friends, opening another beer, start all over again. A memories held in my mind, cause by the hours we spent, feels the same anymore. Start all over again. Start all over again. Yeah, yeah. Just here to help me realize skies is blue on the other side of my eyes. By the way I'm living, let me speak my mind. Let me speak my mind. Let me speak my mind. Highway at night, tracing lights to see. Feels like a memory of me. Da, da, da. Like a memory of me. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Maybe I just need to focus my life. Maybe you're just here to help me realize skies just blur all day, but the sudden night dies. Mind when I'm living, let me speak my mind. Let me speak my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Yes.
a song.
That was good. And that was you said that was an original, right?
Yes.
And it was inspired by a friend of yours who unfortunately passed away.
Yeah, yes. So, basically, don't let me relive my first life. Don't let this ain't my first time. This ain't my first life. This ain't my first life. And then it's basically like, saying like, oh, like I've been here before. And honestly, talking about just, you're kind of in your head with this one. You're kind of in your head thinking about the clouds and stuff and thinking about everything else. But it's like, man, this is not my first time around, so I know what to do. I know how to become better than myself, and I know how to move on. It's kind of like I guess the direction I'm pushing with this is like moving on, moving forward.
And with your music, I mean, does it help you process difficult emotions like that?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Music has been my medicine for years.
And you said that you released, what, 3 albums now, or you're working on your third? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm working on my third, but unfortunately, the first 2 albums you won't be able to find.
Ah, okay.
So this is going to be the official release of my first album again.
Oh, okay. And when you're working on your music, with each album that you do, what do you try and do better? Or like, what lessons do you learn, every time you do it?
Honestly, the mixing and mastering aspect of my music, I get better every single time I do it, and I've realized that doing like a brain dump, because when I worked my second to last album, it was actually a whole collaboration project with someone who was also really close friends with the person who passed away, and I found out that when I just brain dump a whole bunch of looped chord progressions, spew a bunch of random words on top of it, and then not working on a single song until I get frustrated with it. The best mix I've ever made in my life was on that album, and it was like I worked on 5 songs at the same exact time. So like jump to song, I'd get an idea. I'm like, oh, this sounds great. It should be used in this song though, and then kind of move forward with that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard too, like laying them down and getting everything just on the screen, because it's not going to be 110%. It's not going to sound radio ready right when you record. There's a lot of work that goes into it. It took me like 3 months of mixing to fully go into it.
Awesome. And what song would you like to play for us next?
Let's see. I have quite a few. How about the VR chat song that I wrote specifically for hanging out with your friends?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, this one's fun. I always, like, whenever I'm hanging out with friends, I always sing this one. Yeah, I always sing this one right before when people are starting to get offline. time and I'm not tired. Caffeine hits a bit different. Lights burn out, so we start a fire. Catching flame to our innocence. We're all hanging out in VR, drinking all night in a virtual bar, starting a fire in virtual sky, away, far away from me. That's okay, you know we're far away. Nobody around us has anything bad to say. Hey, would you stay a little longer with me? My stage young, last turn of love, feeling faint, sense of rhythm, when you listen to the feeling of us hanging out again, drinking out, being loud again. Feeling tipsy and it's getting late. Our friends log up one by one. Only a few decide to stick around. Those are the few that won't let you hit the ground. We stay up late having long talk, cruising all night on a virtual yacht. You say you're alright, but I know that you're not. You say you're far away from me. That's okay, I know we're far away. Nobody around us has anything bad to say. Hey, longer, baby. I'm still young, I'm still alive, feeling faint, a sense of rhythm when you listen to them feeling of us hanging out again, drinking out, singing loud again. I say that we're far away. Nobody around us has anything bad to say. Hey, stay a little longer with me. I'm still young, I'm still alive, feeling faint, a sense of rhythm when you listen to the feeling of us hanging out again, drinking out, being loud again. I say, there we go.
Yay!
Oh yeah, that was always a jam.
That's the first time I've heard that song. I guess like you said, it's the VR song. Sorry, I'm brand new to the VR everything. That's the VR song.
Oh, that's okay.
So I guess what
Yeah,
did
so
those I guess what did those lyrics mean to you? Because you talk about staying up late, drinking, having deep conversations, knowing that people are quite a distance away. I guess what do those lyrics mean to you?
Basically, every time I'm in VR chat, I kind of catch myself. It's 4 a.m. and I'm not tired. I'm in a good conversation, right? Lights burn out, we start a fire, so it's like the lights around everywhere else is kind of down, and we start a fire with on our conversations and our friendships and the people that we talk into VR chat. You're basically you get starting a fight, giving virtual scars away. Virtual scars being like, yeah, you could have a toss up with one of your friends, and you can have an argument about it. Like everything in VR chat is not always great, but like you kind of get back together and you make it great and you continue with your friendship. And the chorus really hits hard with that's okay, even though we're far away. And this is talking about you and I were multiple states away. I have friends from even other countries in VR chat, and nobody around us has anything bad to say. Usually, if you're in your friend group and you're just hanging out, and you don't have to worry about anything about your what's actually going on in your life, anything. You could just like forget about it and come in here and just turn off your mind for a few hours. Um, hey, won't you stay a little longer with me? It's young, lights turn low, feeling the phantom sense of rhythm when you listen to the feeling of us hanging out again, drinking out, being loud again. So it's just honestly, friendships across states, countries, or whatnot, and you're really able to bond with people and create lifetime friendships. I guarantee it.
And how much time have you spent in VR?
Currently, I'm tracked at 1,222 hours.
And is that over, I guess, like a year and a half or 2 years, or when did you
I
first
would
start?
say, yeah, that's about 2 years. 2 years ago is when I started making content and stuff, and started actually putting together friend groups. Which I've had my fair share of a few friend groups back in the day.
Yeah.
Which like if you're like more experienced in the VR chat community like this, like you'll end up getting to a point where you have like 30 friends or something like that. Something happens, big old drama, blah blah blah. Everyone's not friends anymore. They scatter. You're left alone. You make new friends.
Hmm.
And I've been through like my third group.
Yeah,
But
and just
the people
like
that I'm hanging out with now are pretty nice.
in just like a year and a half, a few different sets of people coming and going.
Yeah, 100%. And that's kind of what it is. It's like um you shouldn't expect that because that's kind of a negative way of looking at it. It's like, oh, you're only here temporarily. Oh, you're only gonna be my friend here for a little bit. But like, you kind of like start growing up and weeding down the amount of friends that you have, and you're like, you have two friends. You have like one or two people that are like, I'm gonna stick with you like forever.
Yeah.
And
and
that
and
one
with
person is Kylo. And yeah.
with some of the the people that stick around, have you met them in real life?
FaceTimed stuff. I've actually gone to a fur convention with some of my friends and got to meet them and hang out. Like, I got a buddy who lives in around the same area as me, and we plan on going out and going and doing some axe throwing here in a couple of weeks when I get back from my vacation. Like, I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome. And I guess what would you say, the most difficult part about being in VR is? I know you kind of touched on it, with lots of different friend groups and people coming and going. Like, is that the most difficult part, or I guess what's the most difficult thing for you about socializing in VR?
Let's see. Difficulty about socializing. Well, you run into some weird in that's for sure, because when you start making friends, I mean, you can't really just go into a private instance and expect people to show up. Like, you have to go to this public worlds and you have to deal with people, and there's some weird people in VR chat. It's just
Yeah.
it just happens. Um and then you got the people that do make content, and you try to go up there to them, and you're like, hey, I make content too, and you try to talk to them, and it's like, because you have low views or you're not like that important, that they don't know you, like they're total assholes to you, and you're just like, I met some people that have like a shit ton of subscribers, like up to like the 50,000s on YouTube, and like when I actually ran into them, like, oh my god, like, you're the person I've been watching for years, like, holy crap, like, you're amazing and stuff, and
Mhm.
they just like brushed me off completely, and that's why I try not to do with my with the people that follow my content, really, because people forget that we are in a platform for the first time in our lives, and in this world, like, we can actually meet our fans right there. They could be right there. You could send them an invite, and you can talk to them and stuff and hang out. Like,
Hmm.
It's insane that you can do that. Um, and I don't know. I try to be friends with, like, for example, I have a couple of my like I'll talk about Nick. Yeah, Nick was a big fan of mine on YouTube, and he wanted to actually hang out with me, so I sent him an invite, and he's become one of my trusted friends. And a big thing too, I ran the Idiotic show, and I, of course, interviewed a ton of different popular furries and stuff. The guy from out of the country that I told you about, that was my friend for at least 2 years now.
Hmm.
He couldn't help me run the Idiotic show anymore, and I started it with him. So that guy that I made really close friends with on YouTube, he doesn't really have like a big subscriber list. He doesn't really do content, but him and I became great friends, and now he actually ran the show for me, and we were able to continue running those shows and stuff. So really, honestly, you never know who you'll meet or what type of help that you can receive later on down the road with any projects that you're doing or whatnot, or just being a friend, just hanging out, just having someone to talk to.
Hmm.
But a challenge, biggest challenge for me is like, I wouldn't say making friends, but I know it's a struggle for a lot of people in VR chat because they're nervous. If you look at the furry community, especially in VR chat, social anxiety is a huge one to tackle. Like, people don't really want to go talk. What usually happens in VR chat is if you're kind of mute and you just kind of weed your way into a friend circle, you'll get
Yeah.
adopted by an extrovert.
Yeah, that's not true. That's a good. I mean, it's not the like most efficient strategy, but it is a strategy. So, you know. But yeah, I mean,
And
like I understand, like not
recently just had
everybody.
this like,
Yeah, like not everybody, has that outgoing nature, and then VR
no.
definitely forces you to try and be more of an individual in this world. So it is tricky.
Yeah, it's funny because I had a guy hit me up on TikTok, and the dude is a protogen in RL, and he has a really good following, and he's like, I need your help, I need your advice. I'm like, who are you? At first, like, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna even say that. Okay, what advice do you need? He's like, how do we talk to people? How do I go up to, like, how do I start making friends in VR chat? Because I don't have any. And I'm like, well, shoot, dude. Here's my VR chat name. Come and join up with me, and let's hang out, and I'll introduce you to my friends.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to start. Uh, okay. So what is the next song that you want to play for us, and can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, let's see. If I can open this up through here. I might have to actually look it up on my thing. Ah, can't point the controllers at the thing. To the Moon's a really good one. I love
Okay.
playing this song. It's probably my mostly played song on my YouTube page. Um, and I actually have this one's fully done as well, fully mastered and everything.
All right. Sounds good.
Let's see here. Okay, let me switch the camera angle. There we go. us tonight. And every little thing will be alright. When you're with me, can you see the way that we collide? Let's fly somewhere far away, just you and me today. And I dream about the day for you and I, so we can get away. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Feeling some rays on my face, and everyone's in place, 'cause there's no one in our way in outer space, yeah. Feeling sun rays in our face, no one's in our way, 'cause there's no one in our way in outer space. There's no one in our way in outer space, 'cause there's no one in our way. There's no one in our way. There's no one in our way in outer space. There we go.
All right, awesome. And that was I mean, I was almost gonna say kind of like a jazz and blues, or I guess that kind of style. I guess
Yeah.
how would you describe your own music style?
Jazz bluesy.
Jazz bluesy.
John Mayer style, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Um,
Yeah, your voice definitely has like that John Mayer sound to it. Do you try to do different genres, or do you just kind of stick to jazz and blues mainly, or I guess what do you like to do?
I'm really good. I'm really good at jazz and blues. And yeah, I want to. I tried different genres, and I do collabs in different genres. But I used to be. I used to play country, like straight up country.
Hmm.
Because I'm out from the west, and then I moved more central. Um, but yeah, no, like I'm really good at bluesy stuff, and I wanna like. I could tell you I'm like not really good at rock. I would probably go into like pop or some other, like I actually have a song that I can cover. Um it's I'll have to pull it up. I know what I'm thinking. But yeah, no, it's all blues. It's all good stuff.
All right, and uh, I guess I just learned recently that you know concerts, full concerts in VR. I mean, have been happening for a while. Um, have you
Oh
played
yeah,
any?
virality.
Yeah, have you played any concerts, or is that something that you would like to do?
I would love to play for somebody. I just never like there was this one guy who opened up a furry world and I sent him all my music. I'm like, please, like let me play here. I don't know. I haven't really like put in for virality because I haven't like solidified my songs, and it was always a bad timing no matter when virality came around. For like I actually went to a country band artist when virality was here this year, and so next year I'm actually planning on possibly putting up a booth. Um, and like promoting my music and asking them to actually play music in VR chat, like for a whole thing. That'd be so cool.
All right, and I know you talked a little bit about you being an audio engineer in real life. Um, I guess how many years of schooling was that, and I guess what projects do you like to work on?
Man, so I went to the Conservatory Recording Arts and Sciences, and that was an 11-month trade school. And at the time, I was still in the Army, so I did 6 years in the Army as infantry, about 3 years for infantry, and then my last 3 years, because I was going to a school to learn about music and audio engineering, I landed myself in um, I landed myself in a unit that did like band stuff, and they needed a sound engineer because turns out the first sergeant was retiring, and I didn't know this. And so the first sergeant was teaching me everything he knew about sound, as well as when I went to school. I finished that school, and then they shipped me out to go to another school that taught me about lighting engineering,
Hmm.
um, and and also more like dedicated life sound engineering because the course I had in my trade school wasn't so dedicated to it. And so I traveled around and I mixed the rock band, I mixed a jazz band, brass, and a huge big band. Um, and then yeah, that was a lot of fun. I did that for 3 years, then got out, and after that, I started doing huge shows, like putting on WWE wrestling, Eric Clapton, actually putting together John Mayer's show, taking it down.
Hmm.
And now I affiliated myself with a small company, and now I'm actually an LED wall technician, a video technician, a lighting engineer, on top of a sound engineer,
Hmm.
as well as like it's all corporate stuff though. We don't get to. Oh, you know what I did get to do though? There was a
Yeah.
DJ, and I got to mess with all the effects. And on the LED wall behind the DJ, I got to change and mix it up with someone who's playing for the 4th of July show. Now that was cool.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot of
I've done
very
quite a
cool like
bit.
industry experiences.
Yeah, lots of industry experiences, and it's like I don't really like boasting about it too much. So a lot of people that run into me have no idea I know quite a few things. I wanted to get on the virality team, but at the same time, like, you know what? That as cool as that sounds, would be just work to me. Like, it would just be work. And I'm like, is virality gonna pay me? No.
Yeah, and that's the question. I think odds are you're probably gonna have to do a lot of volunteer work. Probably probably a few different years of volunteer work before they consider you for staff member. That'd be my prediction, but um, who knows?
Yeah, but you know what's really cool is that virality is actually the world's largest VR like production,
Hmm.
company. It is the largest online VR show that you can possibly attend. It's 3 days. It's 24 hours. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
And I learned something new about you. I had no idea you were an Army veteran. So from a Navy veteran to an Army veteran, I just have to say, go Navy.
Go Navy.
Yes, go
Eat your
Navy.
crayons.
No, that's the Marines. But no, that's awesome. So when you were on active duty, you were more or less the audio engineer for like the Navy or the Army jazz band, Army like regional band, and things like that. Is
Yep.
that?
Yeah, I was. It wasn't active duty. I was just a nasty girl, so National Guardsman, and so I
Okay,
got to
gotcha.
and actually enjoy my. I get to go home and sleep. It was just a one weekend out of the month, and every single weekend we had like a show. So we go out and just live. We would drink ourselves. Oh man, we would drink ourselves drunk. It
Yeah,
was it was bad. Like, but we'd have a good time. Oh man.
and
They
I
got
mean,
me too messed up.
yeah. Well, I mean that's well, I think the National Guards is like the best of both worlds. You're still doing your service, but you still gotta get to have a real life at the same
Yep.
time. So
Yep.
I mean, uh, that's kind of like how the Navy Reserves was for me, but more painful and dumb. So like, I left the Navy for many reasons, but like that's the one reason why I left the Navy Reserves. So yeah, very cool. I mean,
Oh, I see.
it seems like my circle of like military furs is slowly growing. I know a lot of people now in all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
branches.
exactly.
So all right. So I think we got time for one more song. So what do you have for us next, and what's the story behind it?
Let's see. I haven't played you. Yes, you have Ocean or Say Goodbye. Oh, these are two hard songs. I got two songs I could choose from.
Ooh, all right.
Um, you know what? I'll do Say Goodbye. It has a weird meaning. Yeah, okay. I just like this song a lot. So, this song. I had a VR chat boyfriend at one time. And it went well. It was great. Him and I went and saw like a we went to a that's what the people I told you I met up with, like him and his friends. We went to a fur con and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got there, you have to be very careful with the people that you date in VR chat. But like nothing was wrong or nothing was like seriously bad or anything. It's just like we didn't vibe very well, and so when after the con was over, I ended up saying, "Hey, I feel that we are more friends than anything, and I want to stay friends with you." And then the next day, he got up and left without saying goodbye. Like,
Damn.
just totally, just like I woke up and he wasn't in the hotel room, and I'm like, "What is going on?" And just left. And we've hashed everything out. And actually talked, and one of my apologies to him was like this song was basically saying, hey, like this song's called I Didn't Mean to Hurt You, and I was like
Mm-hmm.
saying, hey, like I didn't mean to hurt you, I didn't like, I want to still be friends with you. Like we've built this like relationship up for 4 months, and like I don't want it all to come to an end. And well, now he has his own friend group, I have my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk anymore, and it's kind of like one of those yeah, platonic, agreements, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know, like he lets me be, I let him be, type of thing. But this song was born out of it, and it's a really really catchy song, and I love singing it. I'm actually recording this song. For a long time I had it up. Well, actually, I never posted it to YouTube. I haven't shown anybody this song, um, because this song I sent to him was an unlisted video on YouTube, and so I wasn't going to release it at all
Mm-hmm.
until I kept coming back to it, and I'm like, no, this song is just too good. I can't, like, I'm sure other people have been in my position that might relate to this song, so I'm gonna play it.
Okay, and
Gotta
we'll
go
take a
grab this.
quick pause. Quick pause. My headset's about to die. I need to grab the external battery, but I'll be right back. So I'm just
Oh,
gonna
okay.
keep recording, but I need to plug this damn thing into a battery pack. So
Yes,
bear with me.
sounds good. Intermission. Sweet. Welcome back.
Yeah. All right. So oh. Ooh. Huh, okay, it should be charging. All right, I say we just keep rolling since we're good. We're still rolling.
Right on.
If I collapse or disappear, then you know what happened. So
Okay. This song's not too long.
yeah, no worries. Do your thing.
There we go. Monsters reflect on, walking out to keep the lights on. Shitty weather, demons in my closet wearing my favorite sweater. It's crystal ball, hanging from the ceiling, shining lights on the wall. Flashing memories in my mind, yeah, I don't wanna leave behind. No, I don't wanna leave behind. Didn't mean
Didn't mean to make you cry. Didn't mean to break your heart. Didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to leave that scar. Rest beneath the broken heart. And will you please forgive me? I didn't mean to hurt you, no. Oh, didn't mean to hurt you. Sweetness of candy, bitter taste I cannot see. Blinded by actions, spoken truth up a life emptiness. Shake my heart to what is currently, and something needs to change inside my brain. Oh, inside my brain. I didn't mean to say goodbye. Didn't mean to make you cry. Didn't mean to break your heart. Didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to leave that scar. Rest beneath the broken heart. And will you please forgive me? I didn't mean to hurt you, yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to hurt you, yeah. No, I didn't mean to hurt you. Can we be friends like you used to? Making funny videos, playing all the B-rolls. Can we just vibe like we used to? Hanging around, I love a friend playing videos. Can we just talk like we used to? Wanna hear your voice, it's the choice, I just missed you. I'm sorry, will I lie to you? Ay, didn't mean to say goodbye. Didn't mean to make you cry. Didn't mean to break your apart. I didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to leave that scar. Rest beneath the broken heart. Will you please forgive me? I didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to say goodbye. Didn't mean to make you cry. Didn't mean to break your heart. No, didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to leave that scar. Rest beneath the broken heart. Will you please forgive me? I didn't mean to hurt you. Oh, yeah, didn't mean to hurt you, yeah. No, didn't mean to hurt you, no.
Yeah, incredible.
There we go.
Incredible. Awesome. And I mean that song was, inspired by, a breakup that you had with someone that you met online. And then after a long period of time of I'm assuming kind of chatting in VR and doing, a lot of things here. But then in reality, just the chemistry wasn't there. Is that something that was also pretty challenging, kind of shifting from this world to the real one?
Honestly, yeah. So like, you have a barrier. You might be really, really good friends with that person, but like, you can't really read. Like, you sort of can read their body language, or like the little knacks or nicks that they do. Um, it comes into a situation. For example, like I'm talking to somebody right now.
Mm-hmm.
And him and I are both on like really good agreements and stuff, and like I'm gonna go out to see him and stuff, and I know we're gonna have a fun time. I'm like really, really excited for my vacation to go hang out with him. Yeah, we're gonna go out and see if we like each other and stuff, and it's just gonna be a fun trip. But like we're not getting into a full relationship because we both just got out of, harsh relationships. And so it's just, I'm being careful, he's being careful. You just got to be careful with these things, like I wouldn't fully commit to a relationship till you actually get to know the person outside of VR chat. And that's kind of what I've started to do as well. It's like, if it's only in VR chat, you should be able to take it out to other different games or to phone calls or video calls or pictures or whatever that you're doing when you're actually talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And then it turns into just a normal long distance relationship that you would find off of an app. But it's funny because I thought VR chat relationships were cringe, hardcore cringe, and now experiencing them, I'm like, dang, I get to actually know somebody without seeing who they look like first, really understanding their personality and really getting to know that person, and then actually see what they look like, because people they judge very harshly on their appearance and the way they look and stuff like that, and then after you see them, then you can make a decision on what you want to do next.
All right, and I think we have time for one more song now to have my gigantic battery charging my headset. So would you like to play one more for us?
More song to play.
All right.
Yeah, sure. And that was going to be Ocean.
Okay. And what does this song mean to you?
Let's see, let's pull it up. Okay, yeah, this song. This song is about really loving the way someone is, and you want to see their smile all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, I love the ocean, right? So I wrote the song dedicated to my love for the ocean, but I'm actually talking to somebody. My love for them reminds me of the ocean.
Okay.
So it's kind of one of those fun, kind of romantic type of flirty songs a little bit. Kind of goes like this.
All right.
There we go. I need some reverb for this.
Yeah.
Take a piece of me, baby. Take a damn thing. Feeling bittersweet, baby. It doesn't mean a thing. Remind me of the ocean, baby. Oh, the way you curve. My emotions, and damn it hurts. Let's walk through the motions together. Let's walk through the ocean. Wanna see that smile on you. Heart made of glass, mind of stone. Caught up in the current, can't be left alone. You tell me not to worry and you tell me not to rest. Photographic memory, I will not forget on this moment. The little moments with you on this moment. Time stops for a while. Remind me of the ocean, babe. All the way you curve. You play with my emotions. Damn it hurts. Let's walk through the motions together now. Let's walk through the piece of me belongs to every piece of you. I can hardly see blurry eyes, I try to see through. Every piece of me belongs to every piece of you. There's not enough this world has to offer for the things I wanna do. Yeah, things I wanna do with you. The things I wanna do. Yeah, things I wanna do. You remind me of the ocean. Piece of me belongs to every piece of you. See blurry eyes, I try to see through. Every piece of me belongs to every piece of you. I can hardly see blurry eyes, I try to see through. It's you, yeah, it's you. Remind me of the ocean. Remind me of the ocean, babe. Oh, the way you curve. You play with my emotions, and damn it hurts. Let's walk through the ocean together now. Let's walk through the motions. I wanna see that smile on you.
Damn, incredible.
Thank you.
Yep. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, I mean, so where would you like to take your music? Going into the future, what would you like to accomplish?
Man, it would be so cool to actually play for a live event, and I'm honestly considering of hitting up, because I have like full music videos and everything. I want to hit up Virality, and I actually want to play for everybody at Virality. I think that'd be so cool. But for now, I'm literally gonna be put into. Right now. I'm all the songs that you heard me play are gonna be going on an album. I'm working on it right now. I'm in 3 songs in, out of 5. And yeah, I'm gonna put this whole album together and release it as like a full version of basically me playing live. Which I actually have like a 20-minute version of like this album. I have this album all over my YouTube page, but just not in one spot.
Mhm.
And they're not all mastered the same. They're all mastered kind of differently. I think once I finally wrap up this album, I could start playing other things. And like, man, I've had this. There's this one song that this one chord progression that I've been stuck on for months. I want to play it for you really quick, and
Yes.
I want to get your opinion on it and see
Ooh.
if you can guide me in a direction, because it will totally turn into a song. One of these days. Also, yeah, I've been doing like live streaming and stuff, and I like take fun song requests from the crowd and stuff, and I'll just come up with music on the spot.
Nice. Okay.
So it goes like. Yeah. That's it. Can I get the point of that?
Yeah. No, it sounds like the start of a very good like slow love song. It's got that's a nice melody. So
Yeah, something along that. But man, I'm so sick of writing love songs. I would so rather write like something that's more just good vibes and stuff. Like, yeah, so many love songs. People go nuts for them, but I'm kind of over them. I'm so over the love songs. And a hopeless romantic half my life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not sure if you want to like poke and prod Ferality a little bit, but maybe that could be a sad song about how Ferality won't let you sing for him or something. I don't know. I'm just.
Oh my God. You want to do this? You want to do this right now?
I mean,
yeah, this is the song. I'm gonna play them if they don't let me in Ferality.
Yes. Yeah.
Here we go.
I just wanna play you a song, sing it all night long. I just wanna play you a song right next to you. Morality wouldn't let me, kinda depressed by it. I just wanna play you one last song. Can I do this for all my friends? But you put my paws through the floor. Wanna play you a song for all to hear. Morality, you are my dear. Morality. Wanna play.
It's like one of those depressing ass songs.
I love it. I would go even harder with the lyrics, but yes, I think it's onto something good. I don't know. I'm happy I could
like,
contribute to a sliver of your creative process.
Fuck you, bitch.
It just cursed Reality out.
I think if you did that,
I hate every one of you.
Yeah, I think if you did that, they sure as shit would not have you come play for them ever. So I'm not sure what direction you want to head, but Ferality, yeah.
It's a 4 damn syllable word. It's hard to rhyme shit with it.
Ferality, why you so mean to me? I just want to play a song for you.
Damn.
Why you got to be a
Where's
douche?
this bars coming from?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why do you gotta be a douche? It doesn't rhyme at all. I'm kidding, Ferality.
Yeah, we love you, Ferality.
I love you all.
Yes, we love you, Ferality. No, hopefully next year.
I love Ferality.
Hopefully next year we can look back on this conversation as you're playing Ferality, and yeah, just go from there.
But this conversation be cursing out Ferality.
Yeah. This is yeah. No, I love it. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, this is pretty much the end of the interview. Is there anything else you'd like to say to all your fans that might be watching this?
Heck yeah. Hello, everyone. So, do not get discouraged about the type of content that you put out. When you put something out, do it for yourself. And look and use it as a way to look back at as much fun as you had hanging out with your friends, making funny videos, doing whatever you want to do. Don't get discouraged by the views. I literally used YouTube as my private video bank just to keep all my memories in, and then my follower base finally showed up and came down. They showed up and they actually they just enjoyed my stuff. So I see a lot of people that are doing these videos and they're not having fun, and I'm like, you're missing the whole point of being a damn content creator. You just gotta pick something you like to do, continue with it, and ignore everybody else, because you'll end up getting a following here soon. if you're just enjoying yourself, you'll find the community that's supposed to be with you and not the community that you're trying to force within your channel. And I see a lot of creators do that as well. They try to force the community, which harms them actually at the end of the day, because I'm sure their main videos that they want people to actually watch are not getting watched at all because they either did the ooh, I'm so cute and got all the people that don't care about their content and only the look of their avatar. I can go on a rant. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, no, by all means. No, I totally agree. I think, with all the furry content, you're definitely not going to be making millions of dollars off of it. So whatever you do,
No.
hopefully you're doing it for fun and you enjoy it because, it's probably not going to pay the bills and it's not going to make you famous. So enjoy it, whatever you do. I totally agree. I mean, I think Leon will definitely take off here very soon. So this is going to be a rare interview that I have with him where I can actually get a hold of him still. He's going to blow up soon.
You need
so.
to get a hold of me. We're in our friend group with Raylick. We should be good to hang out still.
That's true. Yes, that's true. That's true.
Still on.
All right. Well, is there any place? I know you got a couple of social media outlets, but is there any other social media you'd like to plug and have people go to if they want to listen to more of your music?
Yeah. So, if you guys want to, you could support me with my Patreon, Leon VR. Of course, my YouTube channel is Leon VR, Leon space VR. My TikTok is Leone Ace VR. Leone Ace VR. I should, pop up from the, dare I say it, the pillow video.
Okay.
And I think it's just Leon VR as my. If you go into my YouTube page, Leon Space VR, you go into my main page. I have links to all my other social media on there too. So if you want to check out other things, but same amount of content on my YouTube is basically on everything else, just in short version. If you want my longer form content, that's YouTube's my prime. So go check me out.
All right. And Leon, once again, thank you so much for guiding me into, this brand new world of VR for me. Like I said before, you are my very first guest that I have on the podcast in VR.
Oh, yeah.
So you are very much a trailblazer and a musician and just an all-around good person. So, once again, thank you so much for giving me all your time and for, entertaining everybody for a good hour plus now. I really appreciate everything you had to say and letting us kind of get into your world a little bit and sharing your music. I mean, it really means a lot to me. So once again, thank you so much for everything.
Yeah. Cool.
But
Oh, shoot. I hit my mic. No problem, Yuma. It's been fun. Like I said, it's been the first time I've been interviewed, so I really enjoyed this.
Yeah. Yep. And we'll have to do it again sometime. Hopefully, maybe once you finish your album, you can come back on and, play us the brand new Furrality song and... I don't know, go from there. But all right, that's going to be the end of it. So we'll go ahead and finish the interview now. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. And stay tuned for the next episode in VR, which hopefully won't be too far away from whenever this gets published, whenever it is. But yeah, all right, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Later, have a good one.